Well, the box says made in China, but the thing that came inside sure isn't. This is a Zenith radio. I'm not sure of the model number. I can't seem to find it anywhere on here. I looked on the label on the bottom. Just a second, I'll show you the label. Here's the label. I don't know if anybody can get any information off that to figure it out. That's the only number I can find on it. I'm gonna guess this is from like the early to mid 50s, and I'll be able to tell a little bit better in a second because I'm gonna open it up. But I mean, the cord is really nice, but I'm not gonna just plug it in because I don't know if there's any bad capacitors in it or what. That seems to work okay. That seems alright. But I'm definitely going to have to take the back off because I want to see what's going on inside there. So let's take a look at that right now. And the cat is driving me nuts. I cannot see every time I try to talk about it, the cat walks in front of me and I forget what I'm trying to say. But the cabinet looks kind of nasty. Might be able to clean that up. I'm going to try using some WD-40 on it maybe because it's plastic and it should be good for it. Try it in an inconspicuous area first. Well, it's got a phono input too. There's ground and F. I don't know what F stands for, but probably the antenna. So let's get this thing open. Okay, I got the back off. By the looks of it, I'm just going to say this is more early 50s than late 50s or mid 50s because this type of antenna. The newer ones had the rod antenna. And upon first glance, it looks like nobody's really been in here. I think it's got all the original Zenith tubes in it. Yep, that is. Yeah, all of them. They're all original tubes. I see one capacitor I could probably replace there. I'm not sure what that is. That could be rectifier or something. Maybe Retro Chad can tell me. Nice oval speaker. Interesting looking copper thing around the variable capacitor. Not sure what that is. And flip this up on its front here. Oh, look at that. It's got a nice metal cover I gotta take off. Okay, here's the bottom. Doesn't look like anybody's been in here since it was built. Probably end up replacing these wax capacitors here, whatever the heck these are. Not sure if they're wax or paper. I don't see any electrolytics on this thing though. It's kind of weird. I thought there would usually be one at least. Where's the cord? Here's where the cord comes in. It's got an interlock. And it just kind of goes right to there. I think this has got... And of course the phone rings. Here we go. I did find an electrolytic capacitor. It's right here. I just wasn't looking hard enough. So I'm not even gonna plug this in. I'm just gonna see if I can get a replacement for that and probably replace these wax capacitors here. That one there and the two that are underneath. And hopefully we can get this thing working again, because I'm not even going to test it out just in case that's shorted out. That wouldn't be a good thing. It's got a little lead in here actually, so I can unscrew that and plug it in to the back of here so I can test it. But that's all I'm going to show of this for now. I got to get some capacitors and stuff. So stay tuned for part 2 of this radio, and see you guys later. And I'll also show you, in addition to taking a detailed picture of the electrolytic capacitor hookup, I also draw a detailed diagram of what's hooked up to it, just so I know how to put it back together. And it's worked really well for that Philco radio that I worked on before. Okay, well, I started to take the electrolytic capacitor out, and for some reason this right here, this solder, is not being melted by my soldering iron, so it must be some kind of special solder that melts at a higher temperature. So I'm not going to be able to get that capacitor out, so I'm going to have to do something underneath here. But if anybody knows what kind of solder that is and what I can use to melt it, let me know, because this soldering iron here is 30-watt soldering iron. I don't know if I need another bigger one or what. And just to show you how cheap Chinese cardboard is, watch this. That's how cheap Chinese cardboard is. I can literally sit here and stab it with my finger, like, ow, that actually hurt. Ow. Take that, Chinese cardboard.